Welcome to Wisdom for the Day. Today is day 50. We are starting the 6th chapter of the book of Proverbs, verses 1 through 3, from the New Living Translation. My child, if you have put up security for a friend's debt or agreed to guarantee the debt of a stranger, if you have trapped yourself by your agreement and are caught by what you said, follow my advice and save yourself, for now you have placed yourself at your friend's mercy. Now swallow your pride and go beg to have your name erased. So as we move into chapter 6, in verses 1 and 2, Solomon compares our mistakes to a hunter's trap. And when a hunter works, he may build traps, and he hides those traps so that animals won't see them. He hopes that the animals will fall into them, and then he can kill them and eat them. In our lives, our mistakes can be like traps. Maybe we want to do the right thing. Maybe our plans are good, but even our best plans can fail. Then, like a trap, our plans can destroy us. So in verse 1, Solomon's son had good intentions. He wanted to help his neighbor. He trusted the neighbor. He tried to do the right thing, but the neighbor would not do the right thing. If his neighbor could not pay, then Solomon's son promised to pay instead. Now his neighbor failed to pay, and the lender expects Solomon's son to pay. The son's plan failed, and now he's in danger. Sometimes we place ourselves in danger. Our own choices can become like traps, and many people suffer from alcohol or dangerous drugs. And really, at the beginning, they just wanted to enjoy themselves. But when they tried to stop, they failed. Now they have to ask God to help them. They need to remember that God is greater than them. We all do the wrong things. We all do things that are against God, but this behavior is also like a trap. We can't free ourselves. Paul wrote, "When I want to do good things, evil thoughts attract me. My spirit loves God's law, but my body fights against my mind. I'm like someone in prison. This is because evil behavior controls my body." That's Romans chapter 7, 21 through 23. But there's an answer to this problem. God can free us. If we ask God, then He'll forgive us. And then He'll help us to control our behavior. He'll teach discipline to us. Paul continued on, "Thank you, God. God frees me through Jesus Christ." Romans 7:25. In verse 3, be humble. The Bible warns us not to be proud. Jesus said, "If you are humble like a little child, then you'll be great in heaven." Matthew 18:7. And James wrote, "Be humble, then God will give you honor." James 4:10. If Solomon's son was proud, he could not escape. He's like an animal in a trap, and he can't free himself. He has to ask for freedom. He has to ask for help. We've all done things that are against God. We must be humble. We have to ask God to forgive us, because only God can do this. These passages stress the importance of living up to what you've pledged to do. If you've made a pledge that's going to really hurt you financially, Proverbs says to swallow your pride and plead to be released from your pledge. But if you aren't released from your word, God expects you to fulfill your promises. Bankruptcy is never a good option. If you're trying to follow God closely, then you must be honest 100% of the time. Non-believers may lie and cheat and steal. But if you're surrendered to Jesus, you mustn't try to weasel out of claiming that you were joking when you said you would do something. Your word should be your bond. So let me ask you, is your word always your bond? Do you excuse yourself because you were just telling a white lie? Or were you trying to make the other person feel better and that you never really meant to keep your word? Well, that's all for today, but I'll be back tomorrow. But if you just miss me so much and have to hear my voice, remember to go to wisdomfortheday.org. You can check out all the past episodes. And if you like this show, do me a favor, please. Tell someone about it. You can share it on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. But really what works best is if you send them a link by text. Because you can add a note and say, I really enjoy this show, and I think you would too. You have a lot more influence than you believe you do. Until tomorrow, I'm Rick. I love you. See ya.